Right now, millions of people are making 10 deadly mistakes that could kill them the next time the power goes out. And the scariest part, most don't even realize they're doing it. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact mistakes that turn survivable blackouts into personal disasters, and more importantly, how to avoid every single one of them. From the Texas freeze that killed hundreds to Hurricane Maria's year-long darkness, these aren't theoretical scenarios. They're real-world disasters where the difference between life and death came down to what people did in those first critical hours. Welcome to Prep Pantry, where we turn everyday people into prepared survivors. If this video helps you avoid even one of these deadly mistakes, smash that like button and subscribe, because your safety's worth more than a few seconds of your time. Picture this. You're sitting comfortably at home. The hum of your fridge in the background, the glow of streetlights outside, Wi-Fi streaming your favorite show. Then, in an instant, everything stops. The power is gone. Not for a minute, not for an hour, but for an unknown stretch of time. No lights, no heat or air conditioning, no running water, no way to buy groceries, no way to call for help. This isn't science fiction. It's happened before, and it will happen again. But here's what most people don't understand. The real danger isn't the darkness itself, it's the mistakes people make in those first critical hours and days. These errors, born from complacency and the belief that everything will be fine, can turn a survivable inconvenience into a personal disaster. Let's start with the most valuable window you'll ever have in a blackout, the first hour, and this is where most people make their first failed mistake. The biggest mistake people make is treating the first hour of a blackout like free time. They light candles for ambiance, scroll through their phones, or stand at the window waiting for answers. But history shows that the first hour is your only real head start before panic sets in and resources disappear. Within hours of the 2003 Northeast blackout, cities saw traffic gridlock, empty store shelves, and ATM failures. After Hurricane Maria, water lines stretched for miles within a day. The lesson? The second the lights go out, act as if you won't have them back for at least 72 hours. So what should you do immediately? Fill every container with water. Sinks, bathtubs, buckets, pitchers, anything that can hold water should be filled before pressure drops or contamination sets in. Charge all devices and battery packs. Power up phones, radios, flashlights, and any rechargeable batteries while you still can. Cook or eat perishables that won't survive without refrigeration. Check on vulnerable neighbors or family before roads and phone lines get clogged. And if you need more food, water, or batteries, go now, before the rush. The first hour is the difference between being in control and being in crisis. Use it wisely. Now, let's talk about mistake number 10, raiding the fridge. When the power goes out, most people's first instinct is to open the fridge, maybe for a snack, maybe just to check. But every time you open that door, you're letting out the last of the cold air that keeps your food safe. Here's the science. USDA guidelines say a refrigerator keeps food safe for about 4 hours without power if it stays unopened. A full freezer can maintain safe temperatures for about 48 hours, but repeated openings shave hours off that safety window. And here's why this matters more than you think. In a blackout, spoiled food can't be easily replaced, and medical care may be hard to access. Food poisoning becomes a real threat. The smart move? Treat the fridge like Fort Knox. Tape it shut if you have to. Make a list of what's inside so you don't have to open it to check. Eat perishables strategically. Start with dairy, then meats, then frozen goods. Have a cooler and ice packs ready to transfer essentials if the outage drags on. Every degree you keep that fridge colder buys you time. And in a blackout, time is the only luxury you can't restock. Mistake number 9 is about lighting, and it's literally burning people alive. Candles seem like a cozy solution, but they're a leading cause of house fires during blackouts. According to the National Fire Protection Association, candles cause over 7,600 house fires annually in the U.S., with spikes during outages. Think about it. One bump, one pet, or one child can turn a blackout into a full-blown structure fire. Candles provide poor, uneven light, increasing the risk of trips and falls. And using open flames for hours or days around pets, kids, or sleepy adults is a recipe for disaster. What should you use instead? LED lanterns run for over 100 hours on a single set of batteries. Headlamps free up your hands and direct light where you need it. Solar lights charge during the day and work at night.
Crank-powered flashlights require no batteries at all. If you absolutely must use candles, keep them on non-flammable bases, away from high-traffic areas, and never, I repeat, never leave them unattended. Mistake number 8 is treating the blackout like a vacation. It's tempting to grab a beer, light some candles, and wait it out. But every minute spent relaxing is a minute lost preparing for what could be a prolonged crisis. This is called normalcy bias, the belief that things will work out as they usually do. It leads to dangerous inaction. Here's the reality. The average household has about 3 days of food. Cities have 3 to 5 days before stores run bare. The proactive approach? Fill water containers immediately. Charge all your devices, check your pantry, and move perishables to the coldest spot. Touch base with neighbors and family while you still can. The people who fare best in blackouts are those who act immediately, not those who wait to see what happens. Mistake number 7 is about generators, and this one's killing people through overconfidence. A generator feels like a trump card, but it's not a substitute for the grid. Many people run their generators non-stop, powering unnecessary appliances and burning through fuel at an unsustainable rate. Here are the numbers. A typical 5,000-watt generator burns about 3/4 of a gallon of gas per hour. That's 18 gallons a day. Gas stations can't pump without power. After Hurricane Sandy, people waited up to 6 hours for fuel, if it was available at all. But fuel consumption isn't the only danger. Generators run too close to living spaces can kill silently through carbon monoxide poisoning. Improper fuel storage with gas in open containers or near heat sources is a fire hazard waiting to happen. The right way to use a generator? Run it in scheduled bursts, just enough to keep the fridge cold, charge devices, and run essentials. Store fuel safely in approved containers, away from living spaces, and rotate your stock regularly. Maximize each runtime by using extension cords and power strips to run multiple essentials at once. A generator is a rationing tool, not a lifestyle replacement. Treat it accordingly. Mistake number 5 is leaving your home exposed. Blackouts don't just change what happens inside your home, they change what happens outside too. No streetlights, no security systems, no cameras. Darkness creates cover, and desperation makes people bold. The evidence is clear. During the 1977 New York City blackout, looting and arson erupted within hours. 1,600 stores were damaged, and 3,700 arrests were made in one night. In modern cities, petty theft, burglary, and vandalism spike when visibility and deterrence vanish. How do you secure your home? Lock every door and window, even those you think are inaccessible. Close curtains and blinds to prevent outsiders from seeing inside. Use battery-powered motion lights at entry points. Keep flashlights handy in every major room. Most importantly, build relationships with neighbors. Informal watch systems are the best defense. Community isn't just nice in a blackout, it's security. Mistake number 5 is burning through batteries. When the lights go out, people grab every battery-powered gadget and run them full blast. But batteries are a finite resource, and most people burn through them in the first 24 hours. Here's the math. An LED flashlight burns through AA batteries in 6 to 8 hours of continuous use. FEMA recommends enough batteries for at least 72 hours of sustained use. Reality check? Fewer than 15% of U.S. households meet this threshold. How do you stretch your power? Control your usage. Use task lighting, not flood lighting. Diversify your power sources with solar lanterns, crank-powered flashlights, and rechargeable battery packs. Store batteries correctly in a cool, dry place, and rotate your stock regularly. Tape spare sets to devices so you're never scrambling in the dark. Light equals safety. Don't waste it. Mistake number 4 is misunderstanding refrigeration. Many people underestimate how quickly perishable food becomes unsafe. The moment power dies, you're on a countdown clock. According to the USDA, perishable food above 40 degrees Fahrenheit for more than 2 hours enters the danger zone for bacteria. After disasters like Katrina and Maria, food poisoning cases spiked because people didn't understand this timeline. The solution? Consolidate perishables and move them to the coldest part of the fridge and freezer. Use a thermometer to know exactly when you've crossed the safety threshold. Eat perishables in order. Most sensitive first, then frozen goods. Have a cooler and ice ready to transfer essentials if needed. Refrigeration is a race against time. Treat it like one. Now we get to the big three, the mistakes that are literally killing people during blackouts. Mistake number 3 is burning indoors with outdoor equipment.
In every blackout, someone hauls a charcoal grill or propane stove indoors to cook or stay warm. This is a fatal mistake. Charcoal, propane, and wood-burning stoves produce carbon monoxide, an odorless, colorless gas that can kill quickly. Open flames and confined spaces are also a fire hazard waiting to happen. Safe cooking means outdoor use only. Keep fuel-burning equipment at least 20 feet from doors, windows, and vents. Use battery-powered carbon monoxide detectors, especially if you're using any fuel-based systems. Invest in indoor safe options like canned heat, sterno, alcohol stoves, or electric hot plates that you can run off a generator or battery pack in short bursts. Don't add accidental self-poisoning to your list of blackout worries. Mistake number 2 is ignoring temperature control. Most people assume their home will stay comfortable for a while, but without power, indoor temperatures quickly drift toward whatever's outside. During heat waves, indoor temps can hit triple digits. In winter storms, they can drop below freezing in less than a day. This isn't theoretical. Hundreds died in the 2021 Texas freeze and the 1995 Chicago heat wave, many inside their own homes. How do you act fast? Insulate immediately by closing curtains and blinds, using blankets or foil on windows. Confine your living space by sealing off rooms with blankets or plastic sheeting. Layer clothing and use body heat along with safe heating methods for warmth. In heat, manage airflow with battery-powered fans. Keep shades drawn and only open windows when it's cooler outside. Temperature control isn't about comfort. It's about survival. And now, the number 1 deadliest mistake, treating the blackout like a temporary blip. This is the root of all other mistakes. The most dangerous mindset is assuming the blackout will be over soon. This leads to inaction, wasted resources, and missed opportunities to prepare. Here's the reality. Stores, gas stations, and ATMs are emptied within hours of a major outage. Credit and debit cards won't work without power. Cash becomes king. The winning strategy? Act immediately and assume 72 hours minimum without power. Prioritize water, food, light, and security in that order. Check on vulnerable neighbors and family members before conditions worsen and travel becomes difficult or dangerous. In a blackout, you don't get points for patience. You win by moving fast, thinking ahead, and avoiding the mistakes that history has shown can be fatal. The modern world is built on a fragile foundation of electricity. When that foundation cracks, survival isn't about luck. It's about preparation, discipline, and the ability to act quickly and wisely. The mistakes I've outlined today are common, but they're also completely avoidable. Treat every outage as a test run. Build habits now. Stock up on batteries, keep water containers handy, know your neighbors, and have a plan for food, light, and security. When the lights go out, you'll be ready, not just to survive, but to help others do the same. Remember, the blackout clock doesn't start when the lights go out. It starts with your first move. Make it count. If this video opened your eyes to even one mistake you didn't know you were making, hit that like button and subscribe to Prep Pantry. We're building a community of prepared survivors. And your safety and the safety of your loved ones depends on the knowledge you gain today. What's the one blackout mistake you see people making most often? Let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video, where we're covering the essential supplies every household needs to survive the first 72 hours of any emergency. Until then, stay prepared.